The AFTV Nigeria tour is brought to you by Klasha, the app that allows African consumers to access the goods and services they want internationally without friction. Click the link in the description to download the app and stand a chance to win $1,000 straight to your Klasha wallet to get you started on your shopping adventure.
AFTV Shawdz. It's a mad one, man. Third win in a row. James said it to me, I said it to Lee Judges. Who would have believed that after those 3 losses to Palace, Brighton and Southampton, we'll back it up with 3 wins against Chelsea, United and now West Ham. At the same time, Tottenham dropped points to Brighton and Brentford, and it puts us in pole position for that top 4 spot.
It was nice, man. Like you said, after them 3 games, I think I was just distraught, bro. I think I was just putting my emotions aside from football and just saying, you know what, I'm done with this. It's the same thing over and over again. And I mean, to see the bounce back, obviously against big teams like Chelsea and Man United as well, goes to show that, you know, our young players are still hungry. They still have that drive in them to make it to top 4. So, yeah, today was a pleasure to see. I feel like that first half was a bit shaky, I'm not going to lie. Getting that, we always knew, well, me and Sheree were saying, that their team that they put out today was a good side. They didn't just put out at any team. They wanted to fight for it. So seeing that, we predicted a 2-1 win, bro, and we got it. You get it? So big up Roberto Holdini. Yeah, because he was doing his thing out there today. But yeah, it's just good to see that the boys are together, even when we had, you know, like a situation like Ben White not being there, for Rob Holding to come in and do a shift like he done today, Gabriel to get his redemption after that deflection off of him. Good game.
Yeah, I mean, one thing you mentioned is how these young players, through thick and thin, seem to still be playing for Arteta, seem to still believe in what he's doing. Listen, us fans at times, we've been up and down. Do we trust the process? Do we believe there is a process? Is it PR? All of that. But the players have never let it get to them. The first 3 losses of the season, they bounced back. The losses against Liverpool, United, Everton away, bounced back. That January window where I'm sure a few of those young players probably wanted someone to come in, ease the burden a bit and, you know, galvanise the squad. They didn't get that. They got knocked out of 2 domestic cups. They bounced back. And then the most recent one is the losses to Brighton, Southampton, Palace, where it seemed like we put ourselves in a position for top 4, and in literally 2 weeks we threw it all away. They keep fighting for the manager, they keep fighting for us fans, and that's something we haven't seen in a long time.
And it's a beautiful thing to see. I mean, like, just to see the team. We were saying before, obviously, with them injuries with KT, Partey, Tomiyasu, it was just a whole change in the dynamic of our team. And to see them sort of get it together and gel and create that rotation. We're seeing Eddie up front doing things that Laka wasn't doing, trying to score. It was a bit unlucky for him today. I feel Eddie had a good game today, trying to always be there, like you said, release a bit of stress off the rest of the man them. So it's good to see that within the rotation, we are able to play without our players that we've had or through injury. So to see that for me was a plus. It wasn't the greatest performance today, but it wasn't really too much about the performance today. It was just about getting those 3 points at West Ham and getting the job done, especially after that Tottenham game earlier on. So yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing to see that the boys are together, and it's just that little bit of hope now. Again, we're back in that advantage seat. We're back in, you know, top 4. And it's just to hold it off now, man. Hope Liverpool go and do the job at Tottenham, and then we can hold it off against Leeds and just carry this thing. Just take it game by game and just make it work. But it was nice to see today the boys out there, man. Eddie's doing his thing after his interview as well. It just goes to show that he's hungry. And like you were saying, if he's not going to be here after this season, at least he's doing his thing now and pushing for us to get into that top 4. So that's what it's about. But boy, today was stressful, bro.
But that's what we need. We need all of the players moving in the right direction. January was a letdown for me, but I remember Arteta said, you know, Edu's done a fantastic job. And what that told me is you're trusting the depth we have, which is a thin squad, but there's some depth there. Cedric steps in. He does all right in Tommy's absence. Holding steps in a couple of times. El Nene's another one.
El Nene, it's like to see, and I feel like a lot of the games in football is won in the middle of the park. And to see El Nene and Xhaka come together now and give us that little bit of stability in the middle of the park is a beautiful thing to see, because we wasn't talking about that when, you know, Partey was injured. We was talking about Lokonga. So to see, you know, El Nene calm, composed, always been there, always ready to fight for the squad. And, you know, even though he's not playing as often as he probably would want to be, when he is playing, he's putting in a shift. So that's what we want to see from our players. And it's just a beautiful thing to see, man. Today was one of those must-win games, bro. And if we didn't win today, we would have been in a sticky situation. So big up the man them today for getting out there and getting the job done, man. It was beautiful to... It was, the first half wasn't beautiful, bro, I'll be honest. But the second one, just how the man them kind of controlled the game after that first half, I feel like, yeah, the win was deserved, man. It could have been techie, though. Could have been techie, but the boys done it. That January transfer, bro, it's kind of a thing where I know it would have helped mould our squad and we should have went out there and done some stuff. I just hope that we get into this top 4 and we're able to do that in the summer, man, because that will make the big difference. When we're going, if we want to get into this Champions League and fight in this Champions League, like we said today, we're going to need 2 strikers, 2 central midfielders, I guess, and our fullbacks. We got to have a backup for them, bro. And that is where the depth lies. I feel like we've got like you said, it's a very thin squad at the moment. So I hope that Edu and the Manem and Arteta have seen this, realised from their mistake in January, and now are looking forward to making a difference in the summer. And hopefully we get that Champions League spot to just, you get me, get us some good strikers and some people them in. So yeah, man, they're doing their thing. Hopefully the boys could just ride this out. It's going to be a tricky, I always said it, from when we first got those injuries, all them games after that would have been tricky. So to see us bounce back after those losses, it just goes to show that the drive, the hunger's still there, the boys are still in it. Let's go top 4, man, let's go.
Come on, love my guy.